So I've talked about rip and shippers before on this channel and how they affect the Pokemon market. And I want to revisit that topic here today. But I also want to just generally talk about rip and shippers and I guess how they contribute to this whole problem we're having in this whole Pokemon space. So I found a couple posts, one from the Poke Investing subreddit and one from the Pokemon TCG subreddit. And these two people are basically, complaining about the same thing with how they're the problem with the hobby and all those sorts of things. Now, you guys know me. I obviously care about money. This channel is revolving around investing, making money off of sealed product. So I am not one to blame and point fingers at people. People in this whole space, it's a popular thing to do now. Either calling people scalpers, hating on people, saying, for buying all this stuff. I'll never buy above MSRP. I'm leaving. Like, this is all these things that is happening right now. It's just popular to go online and complain about. But seeing these two posts, I wanted to make a video and just talk about rip and shippers again, because rip and shippers definitely affect this market in, you could say, a negative way for people that obviously want to buy at MSRP, but I guess it's a positive way for evil people like me that hoard this stuff. So you can see here from this post, this guy says that I've tried getting my hands on Prismatic, but then there are people like this. $17 a pack, by the way. And you can see this guy has mountains of Prismatic Evolutions. He has booster bundles, loose packs, and he's selling them for $17 each. And I think the market price per pack right now is $14. So what is that, a $3 markup? So first of all, people like this, right, that buy Prismatic Evolutions and, I guess in a way resell them by opening it on live streams. In a way, they are scalpers. I've talked about this before, I believe, but in my opinion, rip and shippers are basically the equivalent of scalpers, because think about it this way. Either these people are pre-ordering at MSRP, wherever they buy them from, or they're buying them directly from the secondary market. And in this case, how it is now, if you buy on the secondary market and you pay above MSRP, you are probably part of the problem, and you are yourself are also a scalper. And I've mentioned this before in past videos. I've bought from scalpers, right? And these people are doing the exact same thing. So therefore, people that do this whole rip and shipping thing, in my opinion, the exact same thing as scalping. And you can think about it this way: people who scalp, buy on the buy at retail, whatever, immediately flip it for a profit. That's literally what rip and shipping is. You buy on the market, mark it up, you open up on live stream, you send it out, you profit. It's the exact same concept. But for me, I'm pretty indifferent. I don't really care. If people want to buy, they'll buy. If people don't want to buy, they will not buy. And I feel like that's something in this whole space that people seem to complain about, but at the same time, I don't understand why they're complaining about it. Like, if people are buying it, then that means for some people, it's worth it for them. If you don't want to buy it, you think it's a ridiculous thing, you think they're scammers, you think they're charging crazy prices, or you have your own opinions, don't buy. Like, that's why I guess for me, I'm a little bit different, because I'm not affected by what other people do. Like, why would I care this dude on, this live stream is selling Prismatic Evolutions packs for $17, marking up $3, after shipping and stuff, he's maybe making a couple bucks. Like, why do I care, right? Like, I feel like it's something people online need to stop, doing, is going online and complain about stuff. Like, it's not doing anything, right? So, people that are doing this, I don't have any hate towards them. I could care less. And obviously, in some ways, it does help me. But even without that bias, I mean, I can't stop it. If people want to buy it, buy it. Like, I'm not going to stop anybody, right? And I'm not going to hate towards anybody. It is what it is. So, people who do this don't really care. So let's just read some comments from this post, and we'll go to the other one. Rip and shippers likely mostly pay market price. In Facebook groups, they have plenty of whales who buy for $10 plus a pack. They either supply these rip and shippers or are the rip and shippers themselves. It's not at all, but at least 2 local card shops in my area also run rip and ships, so they are actually getting these at wholesale. So I actually have some card shops that I know in my area do rip and ships, and what's funny is I've actually sold specifically to some of these, or to this, card store that does rip and ships, and because they need the packs. So yeah, this is a thing. I guess that even local card shops do rip and ships. It's a business, okay. So for me, like, you don't have to. I feel like there's no need to justify, right? So this person, I guess, is justifying it in a way of them charging this price that they're paying market price. Does it matter that they're paying retail or that they're paying the secondary market price if they're selling at this? Like, it makes, for me, in my mind, it makes no difference. Because think about it this way: these people, even if they're paying $10 plus a pack, they're buying it probably from a scalper or a reseller, what do you want to call it, right? So what difference does it make? Does it matter if it goes through one person's hands, two person's hands, and then if you're the last person getting it, you're not a scalper? Like, to me, it's all the same thing. So I don't think there's a need to justify it. Who cares what he bought it for? He's selling it for the price, and that's it. That's just my opinion. They are able to do this because the community allows it. It's nuts. Maybe it's my age, but I don't understand the appeal of paying someone over market to open something for me. So this is a valid opinion, that they don't understand it, because honestly, I've talked about it before with me. I don't understand it either. I've never done it. I'm never going to do it because for me, once in a while, I'll open up stuff for myself. Like, I opened some Prismatic. If you guys got any of those code cards for me, if you play the online game or you just want to open digital packs, I've put them in my comments, in my descriptions. It's because I just open a couple things off camera. Like, I sometimes just want to open stuff myself. Hopefully I'll get something crazy. It's all part of that, gambling thing with, opening up packs. But, yeah, I don't understand the appeal of having other people open it up. But for me, the only thing I can think about it is that you want to be a part of this whole online, thing where everyone's looking at your name and you're, getting your packs open. I feel like it's just that experience, but for me, it's really not worth it. I want to open it myself and enjoy the moment, waste money myself, and not do it on a live stream and pay marked up prices. That's just me though. But I don't think it's nuts that the community allows it. Like, I mean, this is nothing illegal. It's just like a business thing. Like, I don't see how it's nuts. If it makes you feel any good, probably one SAR in all that. Lol. Probably. What's the investing content supposed to be here? And it's the Poke Investing subreddit. This person says original poster is showing off his heavy investment of jealousy. Also loose packs already. Def not getting that god pack, that's for sure. Stop supporting them. So obviously this person's on board with rip and shippers being scalpers. Honestly, these people tend to be worse than scum. What scrubs? Yeah, I mean, some rip and shippers, we've seen in the past, have scam people, and sometimes they're a little bit, a little bit immature. They have buyout markets. I don't see the problem. See, this is the thing. So for me, it doesn't matter if they buy out market or retail. It's the same thing. Like I'll just, explain it again. Scalper buys it from retail. Then we have the rip and shipper buys from scalper at, the marked up price. The rip and shipper then sells it at an even more marked up price. It's a whole chain of just, all the supply probably going from scalpers to these rip and shippers. It doesn't matter. So next here, just another post. This one is from the Pokemon TCG subreddit. So this is the more, collector side one. This is what's wrong with this scene. F these resellers. Guy was boasting how he swept every local Toys R Us. I'm pretty sure, aren't Toys R Us's in like those stores like was it Macy's or something? Like, I think there were probably a few locations, like actual just Toys R Us's, but I think there barely is any. So I don't even know if Toys R Us sells Pokemon still. If they can limit iPhones to a single person, why can't they limit Pokeboxes? Well, a lot of places have limited Pokeboxes, but maybe this person, I don't know where they live, but maybe their Toys R Us was stocked up and they just buy everything. I don't know, but apparently this guy's scalped from Toys R Us's somehow. So you can see this guy. I wonder if it's this. Is it the same dude as the last one? I'm not sure. But they have all these booster bundles, have all these loose packs, and they have like 49 people watching. So let's just read some comments here. I'm Hearts giving Prismatic, and I work for a Pokemon business. The distributors and wholesalers are scalping on their end too. It's just ridiculous. So we started focusing on Japanese stock, and it's cool. You get guaranteed hits in every box because Japanese gambling laws that regulate Pokemon cards too. See, I'm telling you, there's some sort of, it's like trend to be cool and be like, yeah, I'm not buying this. I'm skipping this. I'm going towards this. It's like okay, like whatnot and apps like this, um, like it are a plague on this hobby. For me, I feel like I mean there are some bad people that do this live streaming thing, but same thing. If people want to pay for it, they'll pay for it. It doesn't affect you. No one's forcing you to buy it. That's just how my whole take on this whole thing is. And for some people, I feel like it's a hard concept to follow. It's just, you know, people just automatically go to, you know, just, I don't know, complain about everything. Just ignore it. You know, that's like the best thing to do. Because you know what? Just in life in general, you ignore a lot of the bad stuff and don't complain about it, your life will be much easier. Stop buying from scalpers and this bleep will go away. Is that bleep easy? It's the same thing with people saying to not buy at over MSRP and stop buying at market price. You can try to get a following on these subreddits to not buy anything, but guess what? People that are already buying at these prices have already made up their mind. You're not going to change their minds. People that don't want to pay, they're not going to pay, and they've already made their mind on that. So you can't change the mass market and how it behaves. You going online saying this on a subreddit isn't going to do anything. All it takes is people refusing to buy from scalpers. The thing is, some people don't care. Some people have money. Some people are willing to do it. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but at the end of the day, people, they make their own decisions. And for people that buy it, it's worth it for them. And this person is, I guess, mocking the dude. Look at all the product I bought and hoarded so I can resell it to you for 3 times MSRP. Sounds familiar to me. I don't know who that is. It couldn't be the name of this channel, right? And people be like, take my money. Guys, we did this to ourselves. I know people suck, but I got back into Pokemon around Crown Zenith, Sword and Shield era and have watched it blow up since then. People going crazy driving up prices aren't as crazy as the people buying them for that price. Just saying. So he's basically saying that people buying from these rip and ships are crazy. For me, like I said, I don't really understand it, but hey, people like the whole thing. Toys R Us didn't know there were any left. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm pretty sure maybe around me there used to be a Toys R Us inside of a Macy's or something. But yeah, I think there's, I guess there's a few in Canada. Honestly, the people buying from scalpers are just as bad as the scalpers themselves. If they all just stop buying from these losers, they'll have wasted so much money. But once again, that's not how this space works. If you know how large this market is, you know just a few people online trying to create this following and have everyone not buy from people, it's not going to work. So I think that's enough of talking about this. I think the moral of the story of ripping ships, calling them scalpers, getting mad, saying these people are the problem with this whole space, it's not going to do you anything. Because just like people getting mad at people scalping or even just hoarding, investing in a sealed product, I mean, if you look at the past history, has any of this changed anything? Has complaining, saying any of this stuff online affected the market? It doesn't. So, with this whole live stream thing, I don't support it. I don't hate on it. It is what it is. I don't support the people scamming, though. That's a totally separate, topic. But live streaming, rip and shipping, to me, it's pretty equivalent to scalping. But you guys know me with scalpers. I don't really have an opinion. I made a video about it. When I made that video, talking about, I guess me buying from scalpers, why I do it. I mean, my dislike ratio, it was a lot worse than normal. I was sort of expecting it, but that's why I kind of made the video, because it was just kind of, a controversial one. But yeah, just wanted to talk about this once again. And yeah, comment down below, I guess, your opinions about rip and shipping. Do you care? Do you think they're evil? What's your take on it? Because for me, I could care less. So let's end this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.